Hey, buddy. Hope y'all are doing all right. Excuse me. So yesterday there was a little bit of fuckery going on. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, that's what I've been. It's being done in a very deceitful way, and I feel like it's coming from a particular person. Um, so the reasons why, I mean, it's hard to know exactly why. And I think sometimes because it's like even Joshua told me this when I was in New Orleans. He was like, dude, like, you know, he thought that there's a possibility that a particular person might be perhaps intimidated by me because she's never met somebody who's as real as I am. And for me, it's a little different because I can see how people I can be, they don't know how to deal with me sometimes. Or I'm starting to see why people might get so upset with me at times because I go in between. I go in between being very quiet and humble and like just because I'm the type of dude that likes to allow, like, I don't like to lead. I don't like to control shit. I'm not, I've tried many a times to allow other men to lead and follow them because I'm just like, why not, dude? You seem to be more motivated to do it than I am, but oftentimes they're not leading from a place of really being able to lead. They're leading from more of a desire to want to be the alpha male, I think, is what happened. Now with Joshua was a little different, but I've dealt with this with numerous men in my life. And then so I'll be the silent dude and I'll let them take lead and shit. But in my mind, I'll be looking at what they're doing and saying, not all the time, but sometimes, a lot of the time, well, depending on. Anyway, there's times that I'd be looking at what they're doing and shit, and I'm scratching my head like, I don't think that's gonna work, and I might, speak up a little bit, and then they'll say their little rebuttal and just, oh yeah, come on, Buddha, and I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll just continue, letting you guys, because my idea was this: I'm gonna go ahead and support them, knowing that it's probably gonna fail, and I was hoping that once their way failed, that they might perhaps be open to a different way of doing things. But what I found is a lot of times those people end up getting, kind of resentful and they still hold on to their ability to do stuff even though they're not really able to. And it just gets messy and it gets, a lot of times it ends up in me fighting, just the desire to work together and to seek the best solution doesn't seem to be on the forefront of the people that I've worked with. They've had, and a lot of them have other personal issues going on in their lives and shit, so I get it. And I'm getting a little off topic here. But essentially, it was, Joshua is the one who told me that. He's from New Orleans, that I was perhaps like, she's surprised by me or doesn't know how to deal with me because I am so fucking real. I just speak how I feel in that moment, and it's like, I was about to say some stuff, but I was like, maybe I'm a little too bold. Yeah, but what I'm hearing is no, it's actually good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. So I think she's doing some deceitful shit because she's afraid to open up. She's afraid to be vulnerable with me. I think she's afraid to express how she feels about me because it's like, it's such a powerful feeling. She's afraid of anyone having that type of a control. Is the way she sees it over her, even though it's not what it is at all. But I think she's threatened by it because she's not used to being swayed by anybody, to this level, and it's bothering her. And so she's been doing tiptoeing in circles and changing her mind and all this stuff because it's like, on one side she feels this powerful feeling for me, but then on another side she feels this repulsion because she's afraid of being hurt, and I get it. It's something I've gotten used to since since knowing her, because she's given me the opportunity to continue to express my heart. So I've been doing this shit for years, and there's been quite a few times when I do it, and then it's met with, rejection. So I've dealt with that. So I've hardened up, and in that department I've become tolerant to the possibility of rejection, especially with her. And how to move on from it, while being as open and vulnerable as I can be with my heart. It's something. It's probably something we should help orchestrate in school, because most people are going to go through some type of heartbreak in their life, whether it's losing a loved. I mean, everybody's got to lose relatives, but especially in relationships, especially now because they're so fucked up. There's a lot of heartbreak. So, anywho, just that was a little off topic too, but you know, so it's like now we're at this spot where, you know, it's like, you know, I feel like I've been maybe a little bit too quote unquote nice or accepting, or I don't know. I almost want to say forgiving, but it's never, you can never be too forgiving, but you can be, you know, it's not good to enable though. And it's like, maybe I've been a little too, like what I'm think it needs to happen is I need to see like some real change, like some type of a signal or sign of some type of real change to where she's not going to continue with this deceitful, mean, and cruel way of doing shit, you know, because it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So it's literally like, in order for it to work well, you know, she's going to have, I mean, she's the one doing this. I'm not the one sending out hate and being negative. I'm the one that's like, let's just talk. Like, you know, let's just see where the fuck it goes. That's it. That's where I'm at right now. Whether it's good or bad, let's just see, you know. But she's the one doing all this running back and forth and little hidden signs here and there, and then leaving comments with somebody else's face, and that type of shit just ain't gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work with anybody. I don't know. I don't think there's any man that would probably deal with what she's been doing to me. So it was what came through to me also. So it's like, that shit's gotta stop. Like, it's just not healthy. So again, it's about hurting people. See, she's hurting people. So this is what I've always said: as long as she's not hurting people or herself to a degree, then I don't have a problem. But she's hurting people, so there's an issue. So all right, I love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.